Welcome back, everybody, to what will be the second map between Chaos and Triumph. A second map where we need to see some players turn some things around. And Vince, I gotta turn something around. I've been spreading falsehoods, nothing but utter lies. Our friend Caleb, or Moose, did sleep last night, but the reason we were confused is because he always sleeps with one eye open. He's got the eyes on the prize, and he is looking to turn things around here on Nuke. So the man's fresh-faced, but I think it wasn't just him. I think it was just kind of a little bit of an outclassing there on Mirage. Understandably, that's where we look for Chaos to succeed. It's here on Nuke that Triumph are hoping to turn the page here and bounce right back. They will begin on that T side. Let's see what Sheikh Zula and co can get done.
Seems like we're going to have a very aggressive play. Ruthless aggression from Triumph, and it's going to pay out in spades. Penny and Moose both getting kills, but Steel and Vanity come back. There's another one from Steel, and Leaf also chips in. 1v1 in the blink of an eye, and Sheikh Zula, the last man standing up against the youngster. The 16-year-old just about survives with his life, tossing in a Molotov. Whoa. And back goes Sheikh Zula, one of the most awkward 1v1 pistol rounds you will see. And to just add salt into the wound, Sheikh Zula's flashed himself, but still comes out ahead. I don't know what the hell I just watched, Scrawny, but it was entertaining.
Damn right it was. It was chaotic, and it was just a thing of beauty in the end. You know, sometimes Counter-Strike's not clean. Sometimes Counter-Strike's dirt nasty. And that pistol there getting picked up by the boys on Triumph. So their reward, Vince, double AK-47, double MAC-10, Galil, and some grenades peppered across their dish. What do we have for Chaos? Very interesting look. We've got the old Nova, good old MAC-7, and the SSG-08. Vanity looking to scout out the situation. He's not going to find anybody crossing despite the numbers being there. Triumph silently just getting themselves down the secret stairs. It's John G on the receiving end of this. He's just trying to play a little bit of a shoulder peek. Goes for the smoke, perhaps. Has rotators nearby in the form of Zeppa. CZ in the vent. Is he ready to swing wide? Better be, because they're getting closer. Minute on the clock. Molotov tells the defense exactly what's up. Now, if they do get past those pistols, it's Leaf with the Nova who's going to try and stop them. Zeppa, he looks to come out the other side of the vent. He's done substantial damage. 2 kills. Leaf with the 12 gauge gets himself a frag, and it's a man advantage up here to the favor of Chaos. But it's those AKs, Vince. The 2 AKs they started the round with still in action. Steel, his shotgun now starts to just sing on this A site. He gets himself both kills in the end. It's the force buy back from Chaos to win.
Oh man, I can just imagine on Triumph's collective faces just a grimace. We just lost against the Nova, a MAG-7, and a Scout Boys. That just happened. And as you said, they had AKs, one of which is now traded hands to John G. And almost the nightmare scenario. Chaos now looking solid, and Triumph back onto Deagles. And a couple of players actually have invested pretty low. So you're looking at a potential second half buy in a row if Triumph don't get anything from this, or a bomb plant. Like Junior and Spongy are both pretty low investment, but there's Junior through the wall into the head of John G. Surely not again.
You say that, but you never know. Vanity, he's trying to shave a scalp off. Ooh, almost gets the little flick up, but now he's taking damage. Little 360 trigonometry flashbang leads Zeppa around the corner. Now it's Penny with 2 Deegs. Steel just executes, hits him with the noob tube, ka-thunk, and suddenly it is just those Deagles left over here, Vince. It was looking good for the side of Triumph. Thought to myself, maybe they pull off the miracle, but Steel just chugging his way along. 6 kills, 1 death so far this map, and we're only 3 rounds deep. Sheikh Zula's got 3 kills, but he's got 2 more to take with a massive health disadvantage and no control of bomb.
Yeah, and just the Desert Eagle. So when he gets up close against this MP9 and AK, they should have rip and tear, and indeed they shall, and Steel gets the 7th. Chaos do come out victorious, but because they took down 3 players and they know the economy of Chaos isn't going to be amazing, I'm curious what Triumph go for. Well, they're going to go for another half buy. Oh. It's never the perfect scenario, though, is it, Scrawny? 2 half buys in a row on the T side. It's not something you see very often.
Vince, just in terms of, the beauty of Counter-Strike, I see 3 wonderful 1Ds come out of Triumph that round, and I'm thinking to myself, like, they deserve this round win. And then to contrast it, we get Steel walking around with the XM1014. It's not as beautiful, it's not as pretty, but it clearly works a little bit better. I love the positioning from him to just kind of skate into the side of Silo. Really caught them off guard with that close proximity. Penny, he's caught off by a flying Steel. He attempts a second hop into the air, but that's where Moose will pluck him. And so there's a little something to play. That gun will be dropped over into the hands of Triumph. And maybe they deal more damage now that they should have at least 1 real gun.
Yeah, they do have the gun, as you highlight, but no Kevlar. So aim punch going to be an adversary that Triumph have to try and navigate their way across. 1 smoke for the cross. Not going to be punished. Or actually it will. Vanity goes for that late peek. And Moose, who was a bit too slow to get across there, gets punished, but they weren't expecting Spongy to also be down there in secret, so Vanity gets dealt with accordingly. Spongy takes a little bit of damage from the Molotov, and Shakesula going to come head-to-head with Zeppa, and down he shall fall. Spongy trying to traverse his way onto the B site, but unbeknownst to him, Leaf is sat here, laid in wait. Spongy deciding better of that decision, going up to A, can hear footsteps, but make some noise. He does draw out some gunfire, but that element of surprise that was working out for him has now gone away. And Leaf has no reason to move at this stage. He heard him drop into vent. And Spongy's a dead man. There's nothing he can do in that situation. Chaos take a 3-1 lead.
Yes, sir, they do. That defensive half looking to start its success early. The buyback comes in. And of course, we've got Triumph on their full-fledged buy. Now, Vince, this is where you may be in for a treat. I don't know how familiar you are with juniors opping on Nuke, but don't think that this map is going to stop the man. Sometimes we'll get those stunted snipers when it comes to this map in particular, but I don't think so. They're going to have their hands full on the side of Chaos if this guy gets rolling. And we saw glimmers of it on Mirage. They're going to face him here on Heaven. He puts 1 shot down range. Leaf getting a little bit closer towards those secret stairs. He takes the duel versus Shakesula, and of all things, he gets the bomb. There's another player back behind him in the form of Junior, but does he really just go through a smoke to try and get bomb back? I doubt it.
Penny at least going to keep the CTs honest, and it's just got a little bit better. Moose silencing and suppressing Zeppa. The smoke for Leaf. Going to be Molotoved on his side, so he has to use that smoke as a brief reprieve. Goes aggressively. Spongy puts his head in the way of the bullets. Never advisable, but trying to save the life of his AWPer. Junior's still alive, but not for much longer. And now Penny and Moose, collectively 54 HP to their name, are certainly up against it. Another smoke down in secret. Leaf is still hiding behind here. The timing could very well just end this round in the next few moments. Once that smoke clears and disperses, the 2 of them are on each other's side of that smoke. And finally it clears and Leaf comes in with a couple more. There's the ace and there's a 4th round for Chaos.
Killer, man. How many? I mean, me and you alone, Vince, not even talking about the European portion of the tournament so far. I've had like 3 aces today across, what now, 4 maps? This is kind of gnarly. I'm not going to lie. Leaf just single-handedly locking down those secret stairs, just puts the barrel to the side of poor Moose. A pitiful execution, but an excellent outcome for the side of Chaos. 4-1 on the rounds, and more importantly than anything, they've got Triumph back down into the dumpster that is upgraded pistols. Already, Spongy's going to hit the dirt. Squeaky door gets blown wide open. Jonji, he's taking a risk sticking around with such low HP, but here comes Steel with the shotgun, waiting for his chance to strike. And if Vanity sees contact heavy towards ramp, you know Steel's just going to crank that dial and go sprinting into their backline. Vanity, he's going to start shaving off the numbers while Leaf looks to come on over, knocking on the door of ramp, toppling one. Steel dropped by that deagle thanks to Moose. The only kill coming out of Triumph so far this round. 1 kill, 1 round. Still, that's all they've got. 50 seconds left. He has the bomb. He'd be desperate and lucky for a bomb plant, but there are weaknesses, Vince. Jonji's down in vents on only 9 HP.
Yeah, there are some vulnerabilities. Moose could make the most of this. does have the bomb and that Deagle by his side, but this is always the issue. When there's so many angles you have to watch out for, knowing 4 players are alive, some of those stones go unturned. And Chaos take their 5th, Triumph struggling. They kind of discussed this a little bit on the desk, saying that, you know, Nuke is a map that they're happy to play, but realistically, how well oiled and drilled are these strats? You know, when it comes to the actual execution of them. And I haven't really seen a huge amount here to make me too confident about Triumph on their T side scoring. I've got to be real. They've got outside control a few times, but then they're just getting shut down from the likes of Leaf without any issues or any retaliation.
It's almost not fair, but this round should be closer than most. It's the full-fledged buy. Op on each side. And one of those snipers denied early vision. Vanity trying to get over towards Secret. Jonji, he's got timing. He's going to go ahead and shoot into the back of Sheikh Zula. He just opened himself to being caught by someone on Silo or the back of Red, but there was nobody there to trade right away and steal. Well, he finds Junior inside of Hut. Penny, he comes wildly out onto the A bomb site just to be shut down. Jonji tucks as Moose tries to hunt forward, and that leaves Spongy to try and soak up what was left behind. 4 CTs, he takes down 2. They line up for him, but it's the numbers game, Vince. Jonji trades the round away. Chaos leads 6-1.
Yeah, he's almost in one of those positions where you'd prefer to have the Glil because of the 5 extra bullets when they lined up for him. I thought for a moment he was going to get a triple spray down and maybe even clutch the round, but
yeah, I love
woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Tough spot to be in, Vince. We've got Deagles back in line. 4 of them. And the Tech 9, yes sir. Everybody with upgraded pistols, the majority with Kevlar, and utility sprinkled all around. You know, it's not a full course, a bit more of an appetizer, but it's still delicious.
Oh, no doubt. They'll be hoping, from Chaos's perspective, it doesn't leave a sour taste in their mouth, but right now, Triumph do have enough utility. They do have this ability to get outside. I mean, we saw last round, I think it was Jonji just got the timing when the smoke cleared, the freebie shot in the back. But because Triumph have done this similar strat so many times, Vanity is ahead of them. He's read the script. He knows what's going to be coming up next. There's no twists or turns that will catch him unaware. And now Jonji again using this position to move round the back of the T. Spongy doing damage with the Deagle, but Steel's already there for 1 before he inevitably falls. And good positions assumed from Leaf and the rest of the troops.
Bomb.
Exactly. And that should be the round with it, Scorny, honestly. Jonji's flank coming perfectly into play. He is low. He doesn't have to overstay his welcome or overextend. And our Spongy 1 versus 4 gonna get the better of Leaf, but it's at great cost to his HP. Only has 46 left and still hasn't retrieved the bomb.
Yeah, and with less time than he has health, that's really the bigger problem. They will give him bomb, however. It's his for the taking. He's so cautious, though. No idea of what corner they may hide behind. In fact, what's going on down here on this B-bomb site, Vince? Oh. Hey. Everybody's gone. Yeah, I was looking through the walls. I'm trying to watch it from his perspective. Like, where is the defense? But there is nobody here. They are just going to have to sprint in, and it will still work. They will still stop him. But his hesitation made me think that there was somebody close by. Just ghosts in the walls, Vince.
Yeah, that's a pretty terrifying prospect, ghosts in the walls, especially if you're in a 1v3 with 10 seconds left. Like,
yeah,
you need to catch a couple of breaks, and there was nothing coming there. Just the crack of a whip and a 7-1 scoreline. Triumph at least going to have a bye, but it's pretty depressing when the one optimism and bit of hope I can give you is that they have a bye. Like, that's it. That's all I can say to you guys. But they have the kill. Okay, here goes Scorny. Surely, let's go.
A little something, right? Step 1, guns. Step 2, frags. Vanities found himself on the receiving end of one. Now we're going to get that wall of smokes outdoors. Again, this is kind of the structure that Sheikh Zula is looking to bring in from the last lineup into this one. You've got to rely on the 3 players that already know their roles. That's a bit much to ask at times. Moose just playing around the lobby, goes back for bomb. You know, the outer yard, Vince, I don't think has ever been a struggle for Triumph, really. In fact, I would say Chaos have really kind of offered it over at times.
Yeah.
Hasn't really ever come back to bite them. They've had a stellar hold down on B. Never have we seen like that alteration into a mini split really work out for Triumph either. And because they evacuated lobby, because Moose originally left, that's when Janji slipped into this position. And if they don't hard check him, he could very well come in with a multi-kill. But he's going to jump the gun and come up empty-handed, of all things. Oh, and Junior with the no-scope into the gut punch versus Steel. 30 seconds. Zeppa tries his damnedest to flash his way into success, but that's all shut down too. It's on Leaf. 12-3, and he gets obliterated. Triumph doubling it back through lobby, and you have to say, Janji could have come up with way more than he did. Empty-handed in that situation allows Triumph to take a second.
So you said guns, frags. Both those boxes have been ticked, Scrawny, and maybe we're on the fast track to something special. I don't want to get ahead of myself. As you said, I completely agree. You hit the nail on the head. Outside control, been theirs for the taking. We've seen Janji a few times playing Garage, wrap around the back of them once those smokes have cleared. I don't think it's necessarily a case that Chaos have been beat outside. They've just vacated the premises. They're happy enough to play passively downstairs. We've seen Leaf play there, and now Vanity's there with the AWP. They know that Triumph want to keep going for this. And in doing so, they're lulling them into this false sense of security, boosting themselves at this stage. And Spongy gets the one kill to Zeppa and gets the second as well, but Moose is now the last man standing. Bomb dropped down in main. The timing could not have been worse, and Janji in for a third. He's on 8 kills, but it's Leaf that's leading the charge this time, 12-4.
Yes, sir. Another one of those heavy hitters for the side of Chaos. Janji with the AUG, swinging out wide, mowing him down, making it look all too easy. Swaps over to the AK, so the AUG is gone. But there is still a scope on the side of Chaos in the hands of Vanity, AWP included. And same could be said for Junior, who's not quite stepping up to the expectations I set. So I apologize for that, folks. Let's see if, time will tell whether he kicks it up a notch, shifts into that 6th gear. Sheikh Zula looks to slip in through Mini, and Janji, he's not keeping him honest, so Sheikh Zula definitely has a chance, but instead of going through Mini, he decides to take Little Blue. And it's Janji who gets screwed. Leaf doubles it back. Headshot connects from secret stairs, the man advantage maintained. Vanity looking to leave a stain on the backside of the ramp. If they walk into this, he's going to splatter them. But the Molotov gets him off the angle, and now Triumph, they can go all in on this B site. However, this time it's not clear. Leaf is tucked. And they haven't snuck past him. They're making tons of noise. He knows exactly what's up. He drops the bomb carrier. Player in front, player above. Down goes the AWP. Junior's gonna get stabbed if he's not careful. Knives are out. Shiv Shang blast. Steel with a team kill to close. Who knows what's going on now, Vince?
Oh, and a bit of blue on blue just to end the round as well. Steel shuts him down. What a strange end, but it's more of the same, Scrawny. We kind of painted this picture. The Triumph, they're getting outside. They're getting down ramp for this round. I think this is the first time they've actually pushed ramp, but then they still have to deal with B. They're taking so long to get down onto B that Leaf he's loving life right now. He's swimming on opportunities. He's getting all the kills, 16-5. It's absolutely insane. Triumph have got to mix it up here.
Yeah, Steel found, I would say, what could be, like, I don't want to exaggerate. You know, sometimes the excitement of the moment, Vince, gets ahead of us. But, like, you know, there will be another generation of Counter-Strike players. There will be another generation of the Elysias and the Twists and the whatnots. And I want to go ahead and say that, like, there's no reason to not believe that Leaf and Zeppa could be that. And yeah, okay, they're versus a limping Triumph at the moment, but we've seen them do the same versus bigger scalps. So maybe it's time that he needs. Regardless, Steel has found firepower in the depths of North America, and he hasn't done it once or twice. You know, this is his calling card, and it's good. We had it on Mirage in terms of Zeppa stepping up. Seems like it's Leaf's turn. And Triumph, they still have time to solve this issue. They can still get enough T rounds to turn around on this defense. CT side on Nuke is something that they use to turn heads to begin with. Kills start to come in. Steel, Zeppa, Vanity, all one apiece. Steel to double down and Zeppa to close. Not even close. Triumph, they don't even find themselves a bomb plant in that one, but at least they have money for a buy.
Yeah, again, we're going back to that point, aren't we? It's like, but they have a buy, guys. Woo! So they can get massacred again. Cool, man. I mean, but maybe this is where they end the half 10-5 and, you know, we get a bit excited. And what you're talking about there really reminded me, I don't know if you've seen this, it was kind of like a meme, like Blade, Simple, and a couple of, I think like Flamey and a couple of the other CIS region players where it's like Splinter and the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And Steel could be that man for NA, honestly. He really could.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Vanity, able to get that first kill. Sheikh Zula down for the count. Ops, man, they're going to pay off, perhaps, as time goes on. It's nice to see Vanity with a sniper in hand. I'm okay with that. I'm a little, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised, we'll say. Leaf tries to get some more damage done, but instead he is toppled. So that's 4 versus 3, and Janji buying time. Quick surprise. Hello, hello. He's in the back of lobby, and now they've been screwed over by Janji. He's 11-5 off of that play, and he doesn't have to force the issue, Vince. He can let his 2 other teammates who still have full HP seal the deal.
That's exactly it. Soften them up. Let the rest of the war machine come in and chomp down. Moose has made moves into ramp, but does not have control of the bomb or his life, which has been reeled out from Vanity's AWP. 11-2 in terms of buying promise. There isn't really much, if we're being honest. They may be in that situation when they feel like they have to because they're 11-2 down. This means we're going to have a couple of Galils in play and even a Tech 9 on Spongy. So we are really getting to the bottom of that barrel right now and trying to bring out everything they possibly can. UMP also purchased. Could this be a bit of aggression? Typically with these kinds of weapons, you want to go into the face and just try and overwhelm the site. The flashbang's coming through, but the push has been stalled, has been suppressed. Jack Klua, though, gonna get the first of the round before he goes down, and Zeppa comes out with 2 of his own. He's holding A by himself. He is continuing to be a nuisance, and Thorn in the backside, and now Leaf and Vanity pick up the slack and should be picking up a 12th round. Spongy's 2 HP only affords him 1 chance and 1 kill on his way out.
There's too many procedures in place for Chaos that Triumph can't quite catch a break. And I think that this is just the result of having a team that has been practicing together as a solid 5, again, for more time than the other 3 teams in their group put together, Vince. You know, the lifetime of those other rosters is literally 3 days combined. So Chaos are expected to be able to pull off something like this. And I respect Sheikh Zula's, you know, desire to take this onto Nuke. And maybe if they had, you know, slipped through with some of those mid-round moments they've been able to create, that the score could lend us to believe the second half would give us a different result. But now it's got to be a godlike comeback, or it's what you could have expected. Chaos beating up on a wounded lineup that has yet to have time to deal with a fresh roster. I mean, in terms of expectations, I don't think anybody's shocked.
No, I think I'm right alongside with you, honestly. And when you consider that one of these 2 rounds was the pistol, it just makes it a little bit more depressing to hear that. Also, they're averaging only 2 kills a round. So it's not like a bunch of these have been 1v1, 2v2 situations where they've just been really unlucky. And, you know, they've been on that tightrope and they've constantly just tripped and stumbled on the last hurdle. Now, this has been pretty convincing, pretty one-sided. Let's see if they can end it with a win. Leaf onto Penny, going to be shutting down the B site. Junior, if he comes through those doors, it's going to be to his grave. And Jonji is going to put them that 1 step closer to a phenomenal half of Counter-Strike. The CTs are running rampant and the rampage ends, but only because the halftime towel has been thrown in.
With that, we'll see you after the break.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah. 'Cause it feels good right now. Yeah. Gotta show me the money. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Never been around wealth. Now I'm surrounded. Nice cars at the mansion right next to the fountain. CEOs and in business suits and private accountants. Yeah, summertime parties by the pool, we lounging. Then by night we out stunting on the main strip. Out of state trips, cars with the paint drip. How could you hate this? Jewelry in my chain sit. That's the life I wanna live. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. It's all about the lifestyle. Yeah, it's all about the lifestyle. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. It's all about the lifestyle. It's all about the lifestyle. Yeah. Come on. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Never have to worry if I have enough dough. Fashion show out in Paris in the front row. Party every night, I don't have time to sleep. Next day it's the same, just rinse and repeat. Summertime trips on the yacht to the island. Squad rolling with me and we do a lot of wildin'. A bottle of whatever you want, just put your order in. You can have as much as you want, there's plenty more of them. Yeah, show me the money. Show me the money. It's all about the lifestyle. It's all about the lifestyle. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. It's all about the lifestyle. It's all about the lifestyle. Show me the money.
Back with what could be a short-lived second half here for Triumph versus Chaos. They'll take to the CT side of their own map pick in a series that they already trail 0-1. And suddenly that pre-match interview with Vanity where he said his team shoots for top 4 this weekend seems quite doable. Vince, this is one-sided, but I'm also quite convinced Chaos looking good in the opening day of the event. John G, he's going to give chase to poor Spongy, who just wanted to run away. He didn't ask for much, just the chance to live and fight another day, but that's taken away from him just like versus Moose. John G's on a tear, and he's going to get shut down after those first two. Sheikh Zula looking for another frag, but the bomb's already been planted.
Yeah, post-plant not looking ideal. And although Spongy tried to escape, there's no room for pacifism in Counter-Strike. You have got to go in, and you've got to go all guns blazing. Junior is to try and live up to that mantle as Vanity, with his Glock, comes out, whips in for another kill, and Triumph only have Junior left alive. He's got some very slick aim, but too many players to fend off against. And Chaos will convert that second pistol into a 14th round, and Triumph, oh man, this is literally already last lifeline, and it's only the second half of their CT side. How depressing is that?
Yes, sir. Forced by to the end of days. It's kind of their only option. Double MP9, double Deagle, single Scout. Junior, one of the incredible Scout players, Vince. That's something we haven't had to see just yet. But kind of like a Tizian, the man can swing. There it is. Gets his first headshot versus Zeppa. He will be toppled by Leaf, however. That is his 21st kill in 16 rounds alone. Penny and Sheikh Zula here inside of the mini. They see that shadow of the bomb carrier, try to pressure for kills, and Penny, he will be able to get himself the double, but he's going to need another 2. And with only 15 health left over, that's a tall order.
Yeah, I respect the aggression, but ultimately, it could fall on deaf ears. And now Penny just trying to quickly peek around the corner. MP9 at this range is very rarely going to get the upper hand against an AK at the best of times, and especially not when it's in the hands, the very capable hands of John G. 13 match points. And Triumph, of course, have to go in for a full force. And that's only going to include an MP9, a FAMAS, pistols, and the Scout with a UMP. Best of luck to you, sirs, but it feels like this one may be a foregone conclusion. This may be a done deal.
Yes, sir. And I would say we have our clear second favorite for the top of this group here. Chaos looking very good. Sheikh Zula full to the brim. in terms of T's on his screen. Vanity gets himself the double, looking for the third, but Penny's got other ideas. Here it is. A little bit of life coming out of Triumph. Jonji headshot into Junior, and the other CT slips into Hut. Spongey's called up into the heavens, and this allowed for the bomb carrier to get down onto B. Steel wastes no time. Spongey's going to have to double back and try and catch that. Thomas drop down vent. There's an AK to be had here. Spongey's just on that scout. I mean, clearly Chaos in full control of the situation. Penny, he comes stomping out from vent. Jonji's going to just lay down the overkill. Chaos content to close this. They go for the double peek to get the job done. 16 rounds to 2 on Nuke. Chaos are your victors.
Emphatically so as well, Scrawny. I mean, I thought the first best of 3 was probably going to be the most one-sided game. I think we all agreed that we expected this was going to be much closer. Complete shut case. Like, they were never in the game trying.
Nope, not at all. And I think, again, we can chalk that up to having 2 fresh players with literally 0 days of practice. That's just an unfortunate situation to start this group off with. But luckily, the event isn't a one and done, Vince. This isn't the end of our days. It's only the beginning of it all. And we now know that Liquid look good with Grim and Chaos clearly as competent as ever. So there are real challengers inside of this group, and there are real challenges for the other 2 teams that find themselves in that loser best of 3. But that's myself and Vince done for the day. Of course, we'll be back after the break with our excellent analysts, and the 2 of us will catch you guys tomorrow.